Oh. Hey guys, welcome back to Ken Cinema Sofa. Look, before we go any further, thank you so much, those of you who stuck around. I took a year break off of this channel. I'm sorry about that. Got really hectic out here in Japan in the mission field. But last couple of months, been trying to really bounce back. And those of you who stuck around, and even those of you who are new, I really appreciate your encouraging words, your comments. It's really kind of lit a fire under me to make more videos. So thank you so much for that. I don't take you for granted. I appreciate you. Superman is here, okay? I am a big Superman fan. I love the character, especially the Silver Age version of the character with the sci-fi elements. I really love that, and I hear that was a big influence to the original Richard Donner's Superman. So James Gunn, look, I have faith. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. The guy knows comic books. He loves comic books. We'll see what he brings to the table with this. I saw the teaser of this teaser. It's wild. From what I saw, a little glimpse of it, little hair blowing as he was flying. That looked cool. So without further ado, let's get into it. Superman trailer teaser. Okay, let's do it. Whoa. It's like a bomb. Okay, he's got the trunks. Oh, wow. Never seen him like this before. Bumbling. The bumbling Clark is back. Oh. Interesting way to start this. That's a rock version of the original 1979 John Williams. Oh. Is this crypto?
Crypto. Home. Baby, home.
Ooh. Luther Corp. Interesting. What's going on here? Oh, wow. Oh, Guy Gardner. Classic. Interesting. Wow. Man, I want to see more. I want to see more. That's all I can say. That is not fair, man. Okay, I'm going to be watching that over and over again. I can tell already. I'm going to be looking at that over and over again. It's funny how you see shots of something being filmed, right? Out of context, and the suit is all, baggy looking and stuff. And there's a lot of scenes in this that I have seen in leaked footage or shots that just show people standing around in these so-called silly looking costumes. I said it a little bit too. I was like, okay, that looks a little bit too comic booky in those shots when it's out of context. And it's something about, over and over again, we have to learn, at least I do. I don't know what your opinion is on this, but I always have to learn the lesson over and over again. It's not in camera. It's not edited yet, Ken. Wait and see. Okay? These are professionals, okay? And I know we've been let down before, but it is James Gunn. Okay, it looks good. It looks good. It looks colorful. It looks bright. I can see the sci-fi elements of it, the Silver Age elements. I have to take a moment and think about that. I'm not going to watch it again on camera here for this reaction. I want to just let it stew. I'm going to watch it again a couple hundred times after this, okay? What I can see is that it's Silver Age with a modern edge. From that guitar riff version of John Williams, track from the 1979 original film. That's the farmland scene, right, where he's standing with his mom after his dad died. And ironically, like, I see that, his dad is alive in this one, unless that's just a flashback. But in many iterations of the comic, like, especially the modern versions, that I believe he stayed alive. I may be wrong about that. You can let me know in the comments. I am not I love Superman, but I'm not a Superman guru. So if you can correct me on that, feel free, help a brother out. Let's just go back. From what I hear, this is going to be, James Gunn said in a recent interview that we have not seen a version of Superman like this before, and that it will be Silver Age influenced, and that All-Star Superman is a big influence. Now, I am not a guru, as I said, on Superman history. I know a lot, okay? I know about the Silver Age, how the shift from the Golden Age to the Silver Age was kind of subtle, from the 1930s, 1940s up into 50s, 60s, and early 70s. I believe that's still Silver Age, and then it goes into Bronze Age Superman. I know that the different Supermen of those different ages end up being on different Earths, like Earth 1, Earth 2. And the Silver Age Superman is, heavily sci-fi influenced. He's, infamous for having crazy maxed out power levels, like sneezing and blowing away whole planets and worlds. But there's a sweetness and an innocence in that age of comic book storytelling that I like, that I think that James Gunn is tapping into. And you can see that element even in his other films, Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad, which I have not seen yet. I know, shame on me, Ken. Shame on me. You can see that he's in love with the idea of the comic book world. And he does it in a way that is... It's clearly, dipping into the fun and the zaniness of comic books without looking down on them or condescending, being condescending towards them, which I love that. That's hard to do, man. That's really hard to do. Sam Raimi does it as well, a little bit too borderline on spoof at times, right? But I think James Gunn is kind of like the modern day version of what Sam Raimi was trying to do through the Spider-Man films, which I love. I love those films. But like having him swing, Spider-Man 2, having him swing through the newspaper article about he's back. I like that style, but I think that James Gunn is being, he's bringing homage to that comic bookiness without going that far. We'll see what he does with this. But back to All-Star Superman. I have like almost every issue of that. And man, I love that series. That is a throwback to the Silver Age Superman. And I remember, who is it? Is it Frank Quietly is the artist, but is it Grant Morrison? Yeah, exactly, right. So I remember reading an article about Grant Morrison saying that that's exactly what he was trying to do, is through the All-Star Superman, they're revisiting the Silver Age Superman. And of course, I mean, the beauty of it, even the covers, you know, they're like, I remember the one cover of, you know, where the issue where he gives Lois a serum that gives her Superman powers for a day, you know, and on the cover it's like she has like a kryptonite gun, and she's looking at Superman, and he's working over a science table, and you can't see what he's working on. They're in this fortress of solitude, and on the cover it's like something like, what is Superman doing in his, you know, his room of secrets? It has that on there, and that's just such a Silver Age 1950s 1960s style cover, you know. And when I read that, even though I wasn't born in that time, my dad was, and he would talk about the comics that he was into, like Thor from that time. And when I read that, even the cover, it just gave me goosebumps, you know. I love that feel. And so I like that All-Star Superman is, you know, as James Gunn has said, is a big influence on this movie, and I can see it. I can see the Fortress of Solitude. It looked like in one of the scenes there was a Superman robot that had been damaged, because he has Superman robots. The Silver Age version, I don't know about the modern version, but the Silver Age one had Superman robots that would guard his Fortress of Solitude, that would even stand in for him sometimes as Clark Kent, so that Lois wouldn't find out. You know, I love that age of comic bookiness. I love that, man. So yeah, him whistling and calling Crypto, that was beautiful. As soon as I saw that plow of snow like a missile shooting, oh, I knew that was him. That's awesome. And it takes a certain level of confidence to pull that off. I think that the reason why some other comic book movies have failed is that you can sense, you can feel it emanating from the screen that the director is embarrassed of what is being shot and what is being shown. But then when you have the boldness of this, of him whistling, and Crypto just coming, and is clearly a dog in a cape, and he's okay with James Gunn is fine with that, showing it in full color, not trying to hide it, not trying to make him look like a super enhanced Rottweiler, but just the sweetness of it. And that the beauty of that comic bookiness, and he's not hiding it, and that it just breathes confidence, and therefore it makes us feel confident. We forget it. We don't care. We're watching a comic book film. Well, anyway, look, I'm going to go and let you guys go and let you watch it, as you should, again, and I'm going to watch it a lot more times now. Let me know in the comments, what did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you like Silver Age Superman? Do you like that he could sneeze and blow away whole galaxies? Is that crazy? Is that weird? Or is it kind of a fuzzy, atakai kanji, as they say here in Japan, warm feeling of a bygone era? Like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Come join us on the sofa, and I'll see you next time. God bless you wherever you are in the world.